Hello. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure this thing out. Um, let's see if that'll work. Okay, no, it's not working. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay. Hi, Brittany. Well, I was trying to do the pop out the chat thing and I can't get it to work. So we're just gonna. I'm just gonna go ahead and be live on Streamyard. Um, I can't get the camera thing to work either like Tanya does. So I don't know if I'm using a different software than she's using or I don't know what's going on. Anyway, hi Janet. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Brittany. Um First thing I was going to do was show y'all a few things that I got. These things I already had, but I forgot to show them when I did my last little haul video. So I thought I'd go ahead and show them. And then these I got um over the weekend. Hi Kathy. Hannah and I went to an estate sale and a thrift store over the weekend, and so I got a few things. But Hannah bought me this for my birthday, and it's August, September, and October, so they only come out, I guess, 4 times a year. But it's really a cool magazine. It's got it talks about different artists and their studios and their must-haves and what they like best about their studio. Of course, they've all got way cooler studios than I do, but it's still a really fun to read about their creative process and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really enjoying reading about these creative women's stories. Hi, Joyce. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Um, anyway, she got me that, and I've read some of it. I haven't read every story in here, but I've read some of it. And after I've read them all, that I may use some of the pictures in collage or something. But it is a cool magazine. I don't usually buy them because they're expensive, but Hannah bought it for me for my birthday. So, how you doing, Barbara? Um, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're here too, Elvis. I'm looking for Deborah. Okay, I knew I said Deb last time and I talked to you, and I didn't think that was quite right. So, Deborah, um, I'm glad you're here, Deborah. I didn't have my paper that day, and so I was like, I don't think Deb's right, but it was close. It was in the same ballpark anyway. Um, Taking a break from Centangling. All right. Anyway, let me put this away. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I did have some place, and then a while back I went to Hobby Lobby. Let me bring y'all in just a little bit. I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had these books clearanced, and so I bought a few of them. I haven't really looked at them, but I thought that there were some interesting things in here that would be interesting to try. Some ideas like, for example, the thing that I really looked at that made me go, "Oh, I need to buy this book," was the trees. Um, and so I thought, "Oh, that looks really interesting." And so, anyway, this book. Oh, okay, thank you. Beginning watercolor, and this one it says acrylics for the absolute beginner. And if it comes to trying to actually paint a painting, I definitely am an absolute beginner. And one thing that I thought was cool that they had in here was like some drawings that you could start from. And I thought that was interesting. There's a bunch of them in here. Anyway, so that's another book. And then this one says, Ready to Paint in 30 Minutes, Mountain Scenes in Watercolor. And this also has some, um, you know, things that you can use to help yourself. Anyway, I haven't looked at these books. I took them when Hannah and I went on our little trip, but I never even got them out. We just didn't have time for that. And this one's called Take 3 Colors. 25 quick, easy watercolor projects just using 3 brushes and 3 tubes of paint. Hi, Janet. I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, I thought this would be really interesting. Hannah really likes to paint with a limited palette, and so I thought she might enjoy this book too. But this landscape right here, I was really interested in that one. That one looks really pretty. Julie Botto, she thought winter was finished. Oh, well, I tell you, we got, I don't know if we got 1.5 inches today I think from like 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, it rained very, very hard. And, I don't know if we got the whole 1.5 inches then, or if the water gauge still had stuff in it from the last few days when we got slow rains. But this one is about watercolor flowers. And I thought that would be really fun too. So I got it. But like I said, I haven't really looked through any of these to use. I'm just planning to soon. But while it was doing all that, oh, see, I can't get this to stay put enough to get rid of that glare. I don't know why it changes. This stays in the same place. The light up there stays in the same place, but it anyway, I'm doing the best I can with that. And these were some things I got at Dollar Tree that I just found. I didn't realize that they weren't in the other bag. This is a little cutting die that just cuts out all those little flowers in the grass, and I thought that was really cute. And then this says it's cake decorating tools, but you've seen people use those balls to make their flowers, paper flowers, puff out. And I thought, oh, that'll work great for that. And these other things I think will be fun to use too. But anyway, for $1.25, I got some different kinds of scraping tools and then that ball tool. And then I also found this. Let me open it up because it's that plastic on there makes it hard to see. This is some autumn leaf print, and I really like that one. So did Mitzi come in and I missed her? Hi, Pam. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Mitzi. Mindy, glad you're here. I don't know. I missed you when you came in, but I'm glad you're here. I was looking down, I guess. Anyway, I'm happy to have that piece of ribbon too. It's just 9 feet of ribbon, so it's not a lot, but it's pretty. I think it'd be good in some collage or something. Okay, so there's those. And then when Hannah and I went to the estate sale, I got these things here. That stuff's from the thrift store, so I'm going to wait on it. But she went in first because we had the dog with us. So she went in and then she came back out and I went in. And when she went in, she came back out with these 2 books. And she said it was 50% off day and their music books were $2. So she got each of these for $1. This one is one of those, where the copyright date is MCM XXXII. Oh, I, because there's the second copyright date. I don't know what MCM XXXII is, but I would say it's probably 1883, maybe. I'm not sure. 1933. Somebody tell me. Anyway, it's old and it's got beautiful color of Clippinger class method of voice culture. And then this one's from 1883, and the front cover looks kind of modern, but it's not. It's from 1883. But look at the pages inside. They have silver and gold gilding stuff on them, and they're kind of in this. It's a little greener than it looks on the screen, but that's pretty close, actually. But this one's really falling apart, and I guess that's why nobody bought it. But I couldn't believe it was still even there. Look at those pages. Aren't those awesome? And this was a book that was, it says it's J. Bergman, but that's a pseudonym. And I wrote down, I copied and pasted what I read about this and this guy and what his real name was. And then I couldn't print it off, and now I don't know where I put it. So it's in a file somewhere in my new computer that I can't find. But anyway, what it is you've got a poem. This is the introduction or something. You got a pretty picture. Let's see if I can lift this up. It's all kind of coming apart, but you got this really pretty picture, and it's something serenades. So this is from Arabia serenade, and then you have a poem, and then you have the music for the serenade. And then here's another one. Here's one from France, Serenade Francaise. So you've got that gorgeous picture. And then there's a poem, which of course I can't read because it's in French. And then the music. Anyway, they're just like that all the way through the book. And there are 15 serenades. Arabia, France, Havana, Napolitan, Egyptian, Anglaise, Indian, Polish. I'm not sure what Mayorisk. Anyway, I can't read all of these, but Russia, China, Spanish, Venetian. Anyway, I thought that was a really cool book to get for $1. It's so gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If it wasn't falling apart, I would probably really hang on to it. But anyway, 1933. Thank you, Janet. And then when I went in, I got a map, which I gave to Hannah, and it was a really cool old map. She didn't see it when she was in there, so she was excited to have the map. She got these for me, and I got a map for her. And then I got this record album, and it has 4 records in it, and these are those really old, thick records. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to do a journal where you do art on the record and art on the paper, and try to incorporate, the picture that's in the center with what's going on here. I don't know if that'll work out or not, but I got it for $1 also, because these were $2 too, and it was half price days. So for $3, I got these 3 really cool things. So that was like a really bargain day. Hi, Jacqueline. I'm glad you're here. And where did I put the other stuff? Oh, there's not room there for these. Well, maybe there is. Let me see if I can stick them in there. No, I got to find another place for them. Okay. We'll just put them right there for now. I meant to find a place to put these things um, before I actually started streaming, but I didn't have time. So, and then today we went to the thrift store and I got this book, and it was also half price. And this one was marked $3. This one wasn't marked $3, but she gave it to me for the same price. This one is actual postcards. That's a 2003 book, but the postcards are from old Boston. Like this postcard's from 1893. So they're just reprints of these old postcards from Boston. And I thought that was really cool. Which was funny. And in the same store, I found this book, which Amarillo's where I live. And this is a book of postcards from Amarillo. There are postcards of some of the founding people's houses, and then businesses, hotels, and churches and banks, and all kinds of different stuff for the town that I live in. And a lot of this stuff is from Polk Street. And I live on Polk Street, but I live in the residential part of Polk Street, which came kind of later. And so the downtown part of Polk Street was earlier. My house was built in 1926. So see, this is Polk Street, but my house is way down further from this, where you can't see it. And it's not, where I live isn't in any of these pictures because it's in the it's just residential, and it's not the fancy houses like these. But it's still cool to have this for my town. So I was really excited to get both of those. And I'll probably use these in a journal sometime, or journals. This is just a book I'm going to keep because it's a history of my town. And all of these restaurants are not here anymore, but 2 or 3 of them were here when I was young, and we would go there every once in a while. The Big Texan is still here. That's the only one that's still here. But Underwood's Barbecue, we used to go there when I was a kid. And I think there was another one in here that we went to when I was a kid, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I'll show you the hospital I was born in, if you can find it. Okay. This is the Northwest Texas Hospital, and I was born in this hospital. And then they moved it not long after I was born. I was going to see if it tells you when. No, it was in 82, so it was a long time after I was born. Anyway, I was born in this hospital, and then they moved it somewhere else. And Ethan was born in the new Northwest Texas Hospital. But I just thought that was funny. That was a, now I can't remember what it is now. I think it's they had assisted living in there at one point, but I don't know if there's anybody using it for anything right now. This is the Veterans Hospital, and they've updated it and added on to it and all of that. But the Veterans Hospital is still open. They still use it. But none of those other ones are, except for the new one here. And then we've got a new St. Anthony's. It became Baptist St. Anthony's when they rebuilt it and used it. Anyway, that was fun. It was nice to have that. So those were really cool finds. And then I found this stack of paper, and it's like this. And it feels, I'm sure it's construction paper, but it feels, and I can, I'm saying that based on what it does when you tear it, but that's really cool looking, isn't it? But it's a really heavy duty, nice quality construction paper. But I thought it would be fun. These are big pieces, and there's the black and a light brown and a dark brown and a blue. And then this green. And all of those were, I thought it would be fun to use on the jelly plate when you've already got some kind of background. And then underneath all of those, which I didn't realize this was here, was this cutting mat, and it's a really nice one. And then this pad of, oops, let me put that back down. This pad of sketch pad. And this is 18 by 12, and I guess all of these papers are about that same size. But it's just sketch paper, but it feels nice. So so I think I did pretty good, and I can use that sketch paper on the jelly plate too. But the reason I got it was because I wanted to have some colored backgrounds to use on the jelly plate. So not going to do that tonight, but I think it was cool. Let me pick this up off the floor. Oh, good grief, Lisa. Oh. Okay, now. Oh, so you've used it on the jelly plate. That's good to know, Barbara. I'm glad. I'm glad to know that it works well. Hi, Journey. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so now I got to figure out where I'm going to stick this, because this is big, and I have like no spaces. No spaces anywhere. Literally no flat place I can put this. Can I stand it up somewhere? Maybe right there. Okay. Maybe that will stay standing up and it won't get crushed. Whew. Okay. Now then, I got, I don't know if this bowl will work. It may be too deep. But I got my coffee. And what this is it's just instant coffee. So I made it really, I want to say thick, but that's probably not the right, thing to say. But I saw Barbara from 49 Dragonflies do this with her paper. And so I got out some papers and some envelopes and stuff to do it. And I just realized I didn't bring a straw. And the straw is very important for this. Do I have a straw out here somewhere? You would think I would have some straws out here because I use them every once in a while for stuff. But I don't think I do. So I'm going to have to run in the house real quick and get a straw. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm going to mute so y'all don't hear the doors opening and shutting and all that stuff. When I was coming back out, I looked over in the yard and saw the lake. I don't know if I've told y'all this, but Sparrow is trying to dig his way to China, and he's got a space that's like 2 foot by 3 foot that is his allotted digging spot. He is allowed to dig there, and um, and so he's dug himself a hole, and it's probably that deep. Anyway, it is now completely full of water. This 2 foot by 3 foot space. So he's got a little lake out there, and he would love to be set free to play in that little lake. But I cannot imagine trying to get him in the house, get him clean after that. Um, so he won't be allowed to get in the lake. But anyway, oh goodness. Now I don't know which one of these will work better, a big one or a little one. Um, so okay. Art Junkie Shannon? Is it Shannon? I don't have it written down here, but I think that's right. Tell me if I'm wrong so I won't write it down. It is Shannon. Okay. I'm really proud of myself because my brain today is not doing very good. But hi Sherry, I'm glad you're here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Shannon. Um anyway, what Barbara did was she put, let me shake this up, make sure it's good and mixed. I put it in boiling water so it would really dissolve that coffee. But her bowl was shallower, so she didn't use as much in the bowl. But let me get something to try to keep this from becoming a mess. Okay. And then she took, and she said about a tablespoon of dish soap. And I don't know how to know if you got enough or not. So, I we have like industrial size dish soap, the one from Sam's, and so I had to put a little bit in a something to bring out here. So, okay, let's see. And she made this look like it was really, really, really easy. I hope it really is. Hi, Mary. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, let me get another something to. Okay. And then she just and she popped those bubbles on her paper. Is that just one piece? Yeah, it's just one piece. And you can kind of see how it looks. So we're going to do it again. So you get these real bubbles. I mean, they, really look round and um, I don't. It's probably better to let them pop themselves. Doesn't that look fun? It's kindergarten. That's right. Okay, I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. And I don't have that much of an aside, but I want it to dry flat so that it doesn't drip. And it dries better darker. Yeah. Oh no, no straws, Julie. Well, I keep straws because I like to drink out of a straw. But hi, Dana. I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, we're just gonna let that be our example on book pages in case I brought more book pages in case I want to do more. I'm gonna do one on an envelope. When I saw this, all I could think of is rocks, like a rock, rocks, pebbles, and I want to play with one, do one, and play with it to try to make pebbles. To with colored pencils and stuff. That's what my end product that I would like to do is. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and set that one aside. And let's try oh, this is a card. Anyway, we're going to play with it anyway. I just grabbed some stuff, so. Whoa, you don't want that big of a bubble. That made a bunch of bubbles on it. Okay, I'm going to let that one just sit too, and we'll see how it turns out. And I thought we'd try some, like on this blue paper. It's an envelope too, but anyway. Hi, Kathy. Sorry I missed you. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Andrea. I'm glad you're here. I'm playing in the bubbles. Okay, doesn't that look just like the coolest thing? Yes, you could, Kathy. That's a great idea. They make them and you do something with them once they're made. Set that one up there. Let's try the pink one, because I think it's just as cool on the colored paper as it is on the Okay, I did the back side of this envelope first. We'll have to come back and do the front side in a bit. So I've got these everywhere now. Just um, letting them sit and dry. Okay, let's do this big envelope. Some of the envelopes are, oh, wouldn't that be great? Yeah, walnut ink would be gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna let that be all of those I'm gonna do right at the moment. I might come back and do some more. Oh well, let's. Oh no, that one is. Let's try some on this. Oh no, never mind. Okay, let's do some on this yellow one just for kicks. I added dish soap. Yeah, you put your coffee in coffee water, and this is very dark coffee water. I made it with the instant coffee, and then you mix in quite a bit, like a tablespoon or more of the dish soap, and then you blow the bubbles. We'll have to come back and do the front side of that one too. I don't know why I'm doing the back side of those, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I want both sides, so okay. Now I'm going to do a piece of paper, and this is some paper that has a little bit of the green tea that Hannah she dyed a few papers for me with green tea. This has some of it, but these had less on there, so I decided it would be fun to do it. You, Barbara did use some inks, but the best things was the coffee. I'm going to try something after we have done some of these, and then I'm going to add something to this. And okay, let's find another spot. So let it sit. That would, yeah. The inks for some reason didn't. Um, they did some, but they didn't blow up into the bubbles. With the acrylic inks, Barbara at 49 Dragonflies is where I got this idea from, and you can go and watch her video, and she does. She did use some acrylic inks. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and do the back sides of some of these real quick, and then I'm gonna add something to this before we do any more of those papers. Okay, set that back up there. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's do the other side of this one. And when you get a lot of bubbles, those little bitty bubbles all together, they don't really turn out as good. So now we know that. It's better to have the bigger bubbles. Bye-bye, Janet. I'm glad you came. Oh, that's a good idea. I've just been wiping up the overflow. Um, all right, let's do that. Let's stick a paper under there. Very smart, very smart. Hi, Shannon. I mean, Sharon. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Let's set that one down there. And here's this one. That one turned out really cool. All right. And okay. Ooh, there's some big overflow bubble there. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. I don't know. A lot of dyes are synthetic. They're chemical based rather than natural. But they do put a mordant in there. Yeah. Okay. Now I wanted to add, I'm worried that this might be so dark, adding something might not um, really do much to it. Okay, let's see. Let me see how this paper one on the paper turned out, because I may want to do another one on the paper to do my rocks. See, this one has a whole bunch of those little bitty bubbles. So I think I want to try. I mean, I think it'll still look like a rock walkway, but I want to try to get less of this. So let's do one more, and then we'll go to something else. Okay, I think that one's going to turn out really good. Hi, Sherry Van. I'm glad you're here. All right, I need one more place I can stack this. Oh, no, don't. Please don't fall. I don't need an avalanche. I don't need an avalanche. Okay. Now then, where's that I was going to put in here? Okay. I'm going to put some of this in there. And it's green and gold. And we'll see if it'll make any difference. I don't know if it'll make any difference or not. We'll have to keep stirring it up. Okay, let's see. Okay. It doesn't really look a whole lot different, but it looks cool. Janet needs to play. Go play, Janet. Play. Okay, that one turned out pretty cool. So let me find some more papers. Here we go. Here's a couple more pieces that have some stuff on them, but not a ton. So I don't think the gold stuff floats on the bubbles. So I don't think we're going to get any of the gold. That looks pretty cool though, doesn't it? Clean a huge space for drying. Yeah. Well, they do dry relatively quickly. I mean, to the point where they're, you know, where it's already in the paper. Now, these are not dry, but they're dry enough they're not going to get messed up if I stack them a little bit, I don't think. Let's see, this one. This one's not quite yet. It's still, that's not too bad. Okay, did I have, oh, here's the other paper. Now, it kind of came through some on the back. But yeah, this one's just coffee. This one has the green in it. It's darker. It's a little greener. You can tell the difference better in person, I think, than you can see it. So I'm glad I put it in there, but it doesn't, it's not a huge difference. Okay, stack that one there. Okay. Oh, here's the other one that's just coffee. We're all going to have bubble papers. I tell you, it's addicting. Barbara said it was addicting, and she's right. It's addicting. There's that one. Let me stick it right here. Just do another one. Let me take this out for a second and stir better. Okay. What I'm doing right now is making a neurographic piece filled with Graphitent colors. That was in my future only this morning. There you go. But okay, set that one down there. Oh, Mary, I'm sorry you're feeling bad. Try to rest. Try to rest. Oh dear, I keep changing my grief. What's going on? That's no. Oh, good grief. Okay. I don't know what I was doing, but everything was getting big and little and big and little on my screen, and whoo. Oh, good idea. Let's get out a piece. Let's get out a piece of that. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Well, this piece was torn in the book, so I decided that would be good to go ahead and use right now. I'm going to tear it down into a couple of smaller pieces so it'll be a little easier to use. Thank you, Janet. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Let's set that one down here. There's that one kind of dry. And let's go ahead and do this one. Oh, yeah, my son likes that ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil. I haven't ever tried it, but it works for him. And he has a hard time going to sleep just like I do. Okay, there's another one. Where to put it? Let's put it right there. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Okay. Let me think. What other? Let's try, just for kicks. a piece of this green construction paper. Okay. This is really nice, heavy-duty paper. I don't know if it's really construction paper, if it's something else. It's nicer construction paper than I've ever worked with. Okay. That was like too much. Let's see if we can get rid of some of those bunches of bitty bubbles. Tiny bubbles. We don't want the tiny bubbles. That looks really cool on there too. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's put this one here. Bubbles would be fun for a Happy New Year piece. That's true. That would be. Okay, that one looks really good. That would make a good rock garden, wouldn't it? That one, a lot of them kind of faded back into the background once it dried. But you could pull them out with pencils. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and try one of these since I've got it. Since I've got it right here. Oh, there you go. That would have been a lot more fun, wouldn't it, Kathy? You'd had some pretty paper at the end of your bubble practice. See if we can get these. They're not wanting to come off, but all these millions of bitty bubbles are kind of interrupting my workflow here. What shows up when it's wet and what it looks like when it's dry are not always the same thing. don't know if any of these are going to show up when they dry. But right now it looks really cool. Okay, you don't want to slide it across. That kind of messes up your bubbles. So place it on top. Don't slide it. You're learning as I learn. Okay, I'm going to let that one sit here and dry. Whew. Bubbles fixed your voice. That is really cool, Kathy. I wonder if it'll fix my voice. Probably not. Okay. Yeah, these don't show up as much. Once it dries, they just kind of disappear back there. The green ones do a little better. But of course the light colors are going to, be the best. Yeah, that really disappears. You can see a little bit, but it's it's not that easy to see. Okay. Well, I got a really big mess here. But I still got lots of bubble stuff. I think I'm just going to pour it back in here. And then I can do it again another day. So we'll save that. Get that out of the way. And blow out my straw. I never did even try the big one. The little one worked fine. Okay, now then, let's do this. See if we can get to soak in more. It won't look like bubbles, but we'll see what it does look like. Okay. Okay. All right, now we just got soapy. Well, I definitely am doing it right, Andrea, because I definitely made a mess. Okay. There's that. And Well, I tell you what does look cool. I just now realized. See the gold in that? So that's going to look cool. I'm going to, let's see, where can I put this? I don't want to put it on top of another one because it'll mess up my bubbles. There we go. This one also has a lot of the gold, copper. Is that gold or copper? It's probably copper because that's what I like better. Yeah, it's copper. I thought it looked like copper. Anyway, this one's got a lot of copper on it, so that looks cool. And this one will have a lot of things on it. Okay, definitely need something plastic to set that on. Okay. Okay. Whew. I love the metallic too, Andrea. Yes, Kathy, I think you ought to do it. I think you ought to do it. That's they would have a blast and you would have fun papers that they made for you, which is really super cool. Okay, my tape is got all wet and so now it's trying to come up. Hey Tanya. Well, let me show you real quick what I've been doing. I've been blowing bubbles and making bubble papers. You blow the bubbles on top and then you lay your paper down on top of the bubbles. I think they're looking really cool. Here's some envelopes. Some of them look better than others. And let me find my other papers. I just watched Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, and she tried it with some acrylic inks and I think some watercolor, and she couldn't get it to do a whole lot. The coffee just worked the best. But yeah, Julie needs some straws for sure. Julie, you need some straws. Oh, here's one more. I was gonna say, I thought here's another one. So, and here's one I did on green, and it shows up some, not quite as good as the other ones, but my brown ones didn't turn out, and so I just wiped up my mess with them, and since I had put this in there, they got copper on them, so that's fun. And this one, when it dries, it'll have copper all over it too. So that's right, silicone straws or the stainless steel straws. Oh, red food coloring in the coffee. That would probably be pretty because the coffee would make the red look rich. That's a cool idea. Well, one thing I wanted to do with this, the reason I wanted to do it was because I wanted to make a page that looks like a riverbed. And I think that one would work pretty well. I'm going to see which one I think would work the best. That one would work good too. And this already looks like dirt, down under the rocks. That one's the same. but it has tons of tiny, tiny little pebbles, which might be fun. And I mean, that would look cool to do it on these too, but that's not what I'm really wanting. I'm really wanting to do it on a piece of paper. That one looks pretty, they all look pretty good actually. But I think these two probably are the best. And these are more obvious, so I think I'm going to do this one. Hey, Sharon's back. Are you talking about a pen, Tanya? Yes, an old pen. I didn't even think about that till I saw you say you can take the innards out, and then I knew exactly what you were talking about. Yes, a pen. That's a great idea. Anyway, I'm not great with colored pencils, and this is still wet, so I can't do it right now. So we'll come back and work on that after we do this next thing. But this is the one I think I'm going to use, so I'm going to stick it up here. Oh, Julie, that would be wonderful. I think one of the key to this is the concentration of the coffee. And that's why, unless you like use espresso or something, I think the instant coffee works really well because you can make it really concentrated. Okay. This is something I saw somebody do. I don't remember who it was, but she got her idea from Louisa Heinzel, and Luise Heinzel, and she does beautiful, beautiful stuff. I will try to. I think hers was in the December thing that she was doing with Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. Is when she did this. But anyway, what she's doing is taking papers and punching out circles. And then let's see. Let's try this one. And then you cut them in half. And you can round the oh, please don't fall off. All I need is those all over there where I can't get to them. You can use a corner rounder, but it's faster just to use your scissors. And there you've got a little mushroom top. And then she also used the other half, or actually probably half from a different one, to make the base of the mushroom. Now, isn't that fast and easy? When I was deciding to do this, I punched out all my circles, and then I realized I had this left over, and I had it in a bunch of different, all the different things that I was doing it out of. And I thought, oh, if I can cut the corners and make little pieces. So these are all the pieces I cut out of my leftover scraps. And I can make little mushroom tops with a corner, or I can go, in the edge part, and I can make skinnier mushroom tops. Anyway, all of these were cut out of just the extra leftover parts of the paper after I had cut out all of my circles. And I just went in and kind of rounded them off. You can make all kinds of, or you could actually even do do it like this. So then you've got the You can draw your, well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't know if you can see that good, but that way you've got the under part of the mushroom. Anyway, and then I thought, while we're being whimsical, we could make some like that. So we can do all different. If you're talking about the artist, Louise Heinzel. Yes, I think that's how you spell it, Barbara. And Louisa does her videos. She'll do one in English and one in German. The same video. Every video she makes an English version and a German version. I admire that so much. Anyway, so, you can do whatever. And then while I was doing that, and I had all these bits, I realized that you could also do this and make some mushroom bases from this part. So you're wasting even less stuff. So I got really excited by that. And then I started, just taking the edges and trimming them. You can make them as long or short as you want. So you can do all of, you can make a bunch of them from your leftover circle punches. So everything I've done so far, I haven't even used the circles yet. I've just made a bunch of tops. And then over here, let me put some of these back in here. I don't need to have so many out that I get confused. Oh, and I did some of them out of scrapbook paper too, which, looks really cute too. So you don't have to use jelly prints or whatever. Mostly I used jelly prints, but you don't have to. And you can, then you can try different bases to see what looks good with your tops. Where's that other base? Okay. And then I went in and I just cut from all the pieces of paper that I had like this. Okay, Barbara, we'll be here. All the papers I had like this, I cut just all kinds of different bases. And some of them I even did this. So you could put little or maybe you might even want to make them shorter, whatever. So you could make some bunches of them. And so I was using all my scraps to make bases. And some of these I thought, well, if I don't like that, I can make it skinnier or whatever. But I'm using all the pieces. So, and some of them I cut like this. Some of them I cut like this. So I did all kinds of, so I can make all kinds of mushrooms. Out of the scraps from making your circles. So you can use your circles on something else if you want to, and make your make all your mushrooms from scraps. Anyway, I got a million more bottoms than I have tops, but I figure that's okay because I can go back in and I can make more tops. Anyway, I just I wanted to show you all that. And I thought one thing you could also do, let's just do that with this one. You know, you can make a mushroom, and then if you want to go in with your pen or whatever, you can do some, you know, doodly stuff on it. Um, you can't really see that, but just so you could just decorate them some more. And I got these flannel felt tip pens. They were on sale somewhere, but I thought one thing we could do is like this, is you could, well, you know, if you wanted to, um this is not working very well. Maybe that's why they were on sale. You know, or you could just use your ink pad and ink them. Um, but I thought it would be fun to doodle on them in some kind of color that would show up rather than just black and white, which is what I usually doodle with. And we could even stick it on here if we want to. There's a cute little mushroom. Or there's a cute mushroom. Yay, Andrea! Anyway, I just thought it would be fun to have all these to work with. You could also use this like some little coffee dyed paper. That makes a great mushroom stem. And I've got a circle here, you know, that was and you don't have to circle, you know, curve them. Um, but you can, and that makes, you know, a cute mushroom. But oh, fabric ones would be great, Journey. I think that you could do the same kind of thing out of fabric. Yeah, that would be great. Um, anyway, I was looking, you know, I was enjoying playing with this, and I thought that I would show y'all. Oh, I really like this one. It's actually got a piece of paper stuck to the top of it. So I was probably going to use this side. Well, there's some paper stuck there too. This is the one reason I used it was because this paper had stuck to itself or to the other piece next to it. Um, but that would make a cute mushroom. Let's see. That would be really pretty. I really like that one. Um, some of my pieces even fell on the floor there. So let me see. Let me. Yeah, tomorrow everybody's going to be playing with bubbles and mushrooms. That's right. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to use some of these in my commonplace book. That's what made me start doing them, because I thought they would be fun to use to decorate my commonplace book. But I can just, you could put them in anywhere. And I love mushrooms. I would be happy to put them in, journal pages or whatever. Okay. Um, we're just going to go ahead and glue that together. Oops. There we go. One mushroom done. What is a commonplace book? A commonplace book traditionally was a place where people gathered their thoughts and quotes and song lyrics, things like that. It's sort of like a diary, but a lot of times you're gathering information from other sources more than putting your own thoughts down. And so it can be sorry, I just realized that I had something sitting on top of my wet paper. Um, I'm going to show you the one I'm making, and I'm calling it a silverarum because I saw somebody who said they named their commonplace book a silverarum because silverarum means a forest of things. And so you just put all kinds of things in here. It's kind of like building a forest one tree at a time. You got quotes making up your forest. And so this is a ledger book that I decorated this last Thursday, and I've been cutting out things to decorate it with, because my plan is to decorate the pages and then come back in and add quotes and stuff. So I've been cutting stuff out of wallpaper. Um, all of those things came from wallpaper. Yes, Janet, you remembered. Yay. A forest of things, a silverarum. Yes, that's correct, Janet. Um, and I've got a few things that I collected. Um, and this is kind of the what I think of as a commonplace book, what you would do. It says we should hunt out helpful pieces of teaching, the spirited and noble-minded sayings which are capable of immediate practical application, and learn them so well that words become works. And that's a quote from the Stoic philosopher Seneca. But I thought that's kind of what I want the commonplace book to be, or my silverarum to be, a place where I put a collection of things that that I love, that I think will help me be a better person. And I cut out this little tree thing out of some scrapbook paper, and I was going to put it on the front, but I didn't really like it. So I'm going to put it in here instead. And then I'm going to put the definition and the, not just the definition, but the history of the word silverarum. The silverarum was a multi-generational book that the some nobility in Poland, Polish nobility, is that how you say it? Nobility. The Polish nobility would collect history and wisdom and whatever they wanted, and they would, each generation would add to the book. Hi, Penny. It's so good to see you here. I don't know if you've been in my live stream before, but I'm so happy you're here. And they would pass it down, and then their children would add to it, and their children would add to it. Someone has a silverarum class. Oh, that would be awesome. Good to see you, Susan. I'm glad you're here. Um, anyway, this is going to be my silverarum. I'm going to put Bible verses and bits of wisdom and everything in here, and to leave for my children. So that's my plan with this book. And so it's something I'm going to do over years. It's not something that would just get done suddenly. But I do want to decorate the pages. And these pages here are going to be my my like index, because all the pages are numbered. And so I'm going to write down maybe the author or the person who's quoted or whatever, and maybe a keyword. And the keyword will probably be what the alphabet's for. Like, you could do, um, goodness or kindness, whatever words you can think of as the, that would be the key word. If you're looking at, if you want to look up a quote about love or about joy or about peace, and you've put it in here, then you could look under that page. Like I could go here for peace, and I would have, this page and this page to put who said it and what the what the keyword is, and then a page number. I'm going to draw another line for the page number. So that's my plan for how I'm going to organize the book. And then I'm just going to put stuff in, if I turn to this page and, it's decorated, and I'm going to put things where, like, you can add quotes up here and down here. These are kind of big, so you couldn't do a whole lot of decorating on each page with these huge ones if you're going to put very many quotes. But you could just put 2 or 3 quotes, or Bible verses or whatever you're wanting to put in there. And I decided what I'm going to do, because it's such a big book. It's one reason why I hadn't decided what I was going to do with this book yet, but was because of the size of it. But I'm going to write my quotes, on, maybe a piece of paper this size, and then I'll glue them in, and so that way it will be, I can add them in, and I can put them at whatever angle I want, and I can make them as big or small depending on the quote, and put it in here. And each quote will be emphasized because it'll be on a different kind of paper. These are they do have a sheen. They're out of wallpaper. I cut them out of wallpaper. So, let's see, where were those? Okay, there's some other ones. These are just like flourishes, but I cut them out of wallpaper too. And there were some, some flowers. So for the, I might do a page where I've got, um, let's just move these over and let's just do a page here. We'll do a page right here. And you could have like this and that. You could even have a little one right up here. Now I probably won't. Well, you could. I mean, there's no reason why not to put all of these on one page because they still leave 4 spaces to put something. Um, yes, I cut them from wallpaper. That's right. It was a lot of fussy cutting, but I was doing it while I was watching, watching other people's streams. So, um, you've also got something like this. These just came off of the. Let's see, stick these over here. So you could make, um, I probably wouldn't do that. Um, no, I kind of like that up there. But you could do this one where it comes in here, you know. Yes, that's right, Janet. Yes. And if I want to, I could put some ink or some watercolor or something in the background underneath these. I saw one girl who she just used circles and she just put 3 circles there and a circle here and a couple of circles down here. And then she took a watercolor and she just put some watercolor there and another color there and another color here. And then she wrote her quotes in the on top of the watercolor. And that was really cool. That's not, hers was really bright and cheerful. It was really pretty, but this is more my style. And so I think let's just glue these down. Let's just glue these down. We'll have one page done that way. I mean, ready to go, ready to add quotes to. I want to do this in my handwriting, and I'm not. I don't really like my handwriting, and so that's one reason I want to do them on separate pieces of paper. So if I mess up, I can just get another piece of paper and try to use different fonts and different stuff. Um, boy, this is not being happy. Yeah, I like it too, and I think it's kind of cool to have the kind of old style flowers, on something that's kind of geometric. It's kind of mixing styles, which I really think looks nice. Oops. where Hannah's having to take care of the puppy inside because we got so much rain. Everything is just a mess. And if he got out there right now and played, he would, well, he would have to have a bath. There's just nothing, nothing. Um, it that would just absolutely have to happen. And right now, he doesn't mind taking baths, but he's not really good at wanting to stay in there until you're ready to get him out. And so it kind of takes two of us to be there to keep him from, one to scrub him and one to keep him from jumping out. So so she's trying to keep him happy in the house, which I appreciate. When we made this plan, you know, we didn't know it was going to rain an inch and a half this afternoon. So, because that doesn't happen here very much. I'm sorry you're having trouble sleeping, Julie. I know what that's like. One thing I can say about the puppy, having to mess with him all day and having to get up early and do it, and go to bed early because it's easier for him to go to sleep if I'm in there too. I'm actually getting a decent amount of sleep right now, and that hasn't happened in a long time for me. So, um, oh yes, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Yay. Okay. Let's, I think I want to put this. I think I want to put this one up here because I've got one right there just like it, and I don't want to. Um, oh my goodness, yes they are. Way more like having a baby than I thought. I was not prepared for. Um, that's why 59-year-old ladies do not have babies because this is a struggle. This is a struggle. Luckily, with as active a puppy as we got, I'm glad I'm not doing it by myself. That's all I can say. If I didn't have Hannah to help me, it would be bad for me and for the puppy because he needs so much exercise. Um, I knew he needed exercise, and I knew that the cattle dogs need a lot of exercise, but goodness gracious, if he doesn't get it, I didn't realize what a detriment it is to everybody else's life if he doesn't get his exercise. I just thought, exercise is good for them. I didn't know he would become a misbehaving beast if he didn't get it. Anyway, we're all learning together how to do this thing. Well, I tell you, um, we're trying to get him. I mean, he goes on at least two big walks a day, and Hannah usually plays with him with tug or with a flirt pole or something twice a day. And then I take him on a walk once a day. But he still, if he hasn't gotten enough, he is bitey. Um, so okay, there's that. I really like it. I really like it. Now I'm thinking though, maybe I should ink around the edges. I need to do something with this soap before I end up knocking it over on top of everything. Let's see, what can I do? I need something, some plastic something. Mm, okay, where, oh, where are the, I just had a piece, of plastic. Oh. Hmm, not there. I'm sorry, y'all. Rabbit hole, but I'm afraid I'm going to end up with a real mess if I don't take care of that. Where did I put that plastic? That's not it, but it will work. We will use it. Hi, Kathleen. I'm so glad you're here. We He is learning to play fetch, but he has discovered that it's way more fun to play keep away. And he's it's hilarious. He you throw it and he will come back, and because he wants you to throw it again. So, eventually he gives up the keep away and gives it to you. But at first he has to run around and taunt you with it. It just makes him feel so powerful. He thinks it's so much fun. And so Hannah has learned that she doesn't even act like she's trying to get it unless he gets it really close to her. Because she's not going to chase him all over the place. And so he has to come, within arm's reach of her. Um, he has to come within arm's reach of her to play, but but he gets to pretend like he's keeping it away from her for a little bit, and then finally he'll give it up to her, and now when he plays, other things, she makes him give it up when she wants him to, and but when he's playing this, she goes ahead and gives him a little power with it because he just thinks that's so amazing and fun. Um, yes, he wants to be the leader of the pack, and we're trying to teach him that he's only the leader of the pack when we give him permission. Because we don't want him to think he's the boss of everything. My biggest problem right now with him is that when he wants something or needs to go outside or needs a drink or something like that, he's he's gotten to where he bites at me, and that's his only form of communication, and that's frustrating. So we've got to figure out how to nip that in the bud. But he's also teething right now. Um, and so the teething makes it um, even more difficult because he's, hurting and he wants me to fix it. Um, and you never know what he's going to want to chew on. Does he want something hard or does he want something soft? So, I'm trying to ignore it. But when he does it, I just try to walk away. I tried just turning my back on him, but then he would just jump up and bite at me from behind me. And so I just, if he does it and I'm outside, I put him on his zip line and I walk away. If I'm in the if we're in the house, we just walk out of the room that he's in, and it does hurt. Yeah, it does. And he's not trying to hurt me. It's not aggression, but it does hurt. And so he's got to learn, not to do that. Um, but I can't get over the gate. Hannah can just get right over the gate. Um, and we've tried putting him in the cage when he does it, but by the time we get him to the cage, he thinks he's playing a game with us, and he doesn't. I don't, we've done it anyway, depending on where we are in the house. Where we are in the house depends on whether he gets put in the cage or we get out of that space and leave him there alone, or putting him on a zip line and walk away. Um, it all is kind of, depending on the space, but all of it um, is a way of saying, I don't want to be with you when you act this way. Anyway, we're doing the best we can, but it's hard. Night, night, Andrea. Thanks, Tanya. I like it. I think it's pretty. Um, I've also got, some of these flowers, but these are really huge, so I may have to use them in pieces. Um, well, let's just take a look at how we might do that. Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad you're here. See, we could do it like this, and it kind of splits it up into spaces. Um, we can also do, like we did on the other one. Um, see if I have anything else small. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, yes, Tanya, I did the same thing. Yep, went to the post office and it's they're not letting you play today. I'm trying to decide that might be too many. Maybe I just need something like that. No, I kind of like the leaf. Maybe the leaf should go over here. It doesn't have to have three things. I just always feel like it needs three things. What do you think? Does it have to have three things? But that divides it, you know. No, it doesn't have to have three things. Okay. Tell Ricky thank you. I think both of these may just get two things. But it might be better to do, just for the look of the page, to do one with three and and one with two. That would make five in the whole spread, which I think would look better. You said, does it need three things? And he yelled, no. Well, you told me, so I got to hear him. Kathleen likes two on one and three on the other. I think I do too. I think I do too. Okay. We'll just go with that. Welcome, 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 Kathy. There's five on the double page, so you don't think it needs three on each page. Yay. Kathy agrees with me and with Ricky. So we're going to all just be happy with the five combo here. Stick to odd numbers. Yeah, and that's why I was doing three, was because of the odd number thing, but it's odd numbers with five, since it's opened in a spread. So when I did the other one, I was thinking, per page. I wasn't thinking of it as a spread. That's okay. Some of those things were smaller, so. Oh, wait. Neat, 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 neat. I may have to go back in and add some more glue. Since I picked it up, I don't know if that'll stick or not. Wallpaper needs a little more help than than other papers. Okay. This is trying to clot up on me here. Okay. I'm not sure that's the way I had it laying before. I don't know that that's the way I had it laying before, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Thank you, Shannon. I think it's going to be as fun to, decorate the pages as it is to collect the bits of wisdom I want to go in here. So, and I'd seen the commonplace book idea before, and I thought it was a great idea. But the person I saw doing it before, um, theirs was mostly um, just here's one quote and here's a quote and here's a quote and here's a quote and a piece of washi tape in between them or something. And I was like, I mean, I don't want that much. Um, it just didn't appeal to me as much. Let's put it that way. But when I saw the idea of doing, art on it and then coming in and put in your quotes, so that way you can look through and find a page that feels right for your quote. Of course, you can also, there are a lot of pages, so um, I can start adding quotes and, maybe build the page all at once if that's what I want to do that day. It's not something that it's not something that has to be done in any certain order. I guess that's what I'm saying. But when you this way, if you don't have time to do much, you can just glue some stuff in, or you can just fussy cut some stuff to glue in, or whatever. And well, did I get any glue? I don't guess I did. There we go. I think it is. I think it's a great book for this idea. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to seeing what Tanya decides to do in hers, because I'm sure she'll come up with something really cool. Like I told her when I bought them, I thought we would do some project together. The same project in them. Um, but when I decided I wanted to do this, I decided we didn't have to do the same project. Just because we, do the same project a lot of times doesn't mean we had to do the same project in this book. I need some glue right there. Uh, no, no. Okay. Okay. That's fine, Tanya. Nothing says you have to know what you're going to do or do anything in it for another year if you don't want to. But I am looking forward to seeing what you decide to do. Okay. Well, there's another page. Hi, Miss Allie Kay. So glad to have you. All right. Make sure I don't have any glue sticking out. Whoops. Any glue sticking out to stick the pages together. keep finding little pieces that are not glued down. Well, I guess I read your mind, Allie, because I read Lisa. Okay. So there's that one. And then here's this one. Well, this one actually has 5 on this page and 3 on that page. So I think it looks okay, even if it's even all together. No, it's actually, I added that one, but it looks like it's one. So anyway, doesn't matter. It's all good. But there's the beginnings of my Silverarum. Oh. And here's, oh, I got these that need to go back in there. I'm just going to open a new page and stick them in. It's a combination of different things, but it doesn't matter. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this mushroom together too. And then I'm going to make my black stand out better. That didn't. Where's my other one that I did? Here it is. Okay. Okay. There's that little mushroom. Thank you, Barbara. I thought it was really cute when I saw Louisa Heinzel do it, and then I was excited to add the concept of using the bits and pieces rather than necessarily having to start with the circles. So that's the way you're supposed to do things. You take somebody else's idea and then you do something to make it yours. And so I'll look forward to seeing what y'all do with it, because I'm sure y'all come up with some even better ideas. Okay. I might as well go ahead and find a base for this one. That looks like a tree. Don't want it to look like a tree. We'll use that little piece. Oops. Okay. Anyway, art today And this stream is brought to you by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, Louisa Heinzel, and whoever I saw do the Silverarium. I can't remember. So there are those. I need someplace to put finished mushrooms. Part of me wants to do a little doodling on this one, but I really like it like it is, so I don't think I'm going to. Don't think I'm going to. Okay. Good night, Shannon. I hope you sleep well. Okay. Oh, I had these that were watercolor. I don't think I had any actual um mushroom bits out of the watercolor. Well, maybe. No, but I do have a circle. So let's use that because I thought this would be a fun um one too. This is like some handmade paper that Hannah and I made, and it has some cotton um just stuck in it. So I thought that oh, that's actually not what I intended to do with that one, but it's done now, so it's okay. Let's maybe take a smaller one because that one, that's too big. I think we'll use this one. Okay. And let's put these over here. Put these bits back over here. I'm going to try to sort these back out because I don't want to keep the tops and the bottoms I want to keep those separate so that I can dig through what I need. Okay, let's put these up. You are very welcome, Shannon. Thank you for being here with us. I think I have more bottoms for mushrooms than I'm ever going to need. Okay. All right, there's those. Oops. Here's some more. Some more bottoms. Oh, yes. I'm really grateful to her for doing that. I watch him some nights so she can play games with her friends online, and she watches him. She's going to watch him on Monday nights so I can do this. Okay. What was I going to do here? Oh, I was going to wet them down. And then use some watercolor. But I didn't get the watercolor out. I got all kinds of other stuff out, but I didn't get that. Okay, here's some. That's easy to find. Do Do I have a watercolor brush? I have a million, but where are they? Oh. Okay. And I don't have any I don't have any water. All right, let's see. All right. Let me get this brush wet here. Oh, coffee water. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I'm going to get off in about 13 minutes, I think. Well, that looks bloody. That doesn't look good. Definitely need the coffee to keep it from looking bloody. Let's do this down here too. Okay. Bye, Tanya. Okay. So there's another one. It's too wet to glue together. But it'll look like that. I think I'm happier. Ooh. Let's add some coffee to this side. I think I'm happier with that side. It looks more natural. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. I'll show you. It's this or this. I like this better. But it's not dry yet. Once it dries, we'll see. But I think I'm gonna like the back side better. The back looks gold. Well, there may be some of that copper. whoops, in the bottom here. And that may be contributing to that. I'm just going to let it sit here and dry. And I'll have to find me some little something to put the finished pieces in. I guess what I'll probably do for right now is just get another one of these and put them all in my mushroom box. But I don't have another one out here right now, so I'm just going to set them on top. And now that these have really dried, I thought we'd look at them again. I just think that was so much fun. You can see it on here, but not as good. I think that's the one that I want to do the rock garden on. So let's leave it there, and we'll look at these other ones now that they're dry. Yeah, I think they look really good. I really love them. I'm going to be doing more of this, that's for sure. I may try, I don't know if you were here, Kathleen, when we did this at the beginning, but you might want to go back and watch the beginning if you didn't see that, because this is a ton of fun and so easy. Oops. Okay. Well, that one would make really good stream bed or rock garden or whatever too. I think both of these will get saved for that project. I'll probably practice on another one first. But this is a card. It'll probably get stuck in a journal. I didn't do this side, but that's okay. And then here's some envelopes. I like the envelopes. You need to, Kathy, because you're going to want to make some, and they're really easy to make. I really love this one. I really love that one. And another one of these. Anyway, I may start, I may work on some of this on Thursday with Tanya. I said I was going to work in my silverarium, but I may want to do this instead, and see how it turns out. Yeah. I think that's probably what I'm going to want to do. See what. Okay. Well, I think it's probably, I was going to wait till 8:30 to go in, but I think Well, let's see. Let me find a piece that. Let's play on this one. I'm just gonna see if I can find. Um, I don't know if I can get to my colored pencils. Oh, well, these I think are. Well, these are watercolor pencils, but I'm gonna. Okay. Oh no, there's the two I'm gonna do Thursday. Okay, I just didn't want to lose them in the pile. Um, but I thought I'd just kind of maybe give a bit of what I'm thinking. I haven't actually seen anybody do this, so I don't know. Maybe how to do that. And I don't know if y'all could even see. Let me. Just kind of go in and I saw somebody watercoloring river rocks. Um, Good night, Dana. Good night, Barbara. And they, they were watercoloring, but I thought it might be fun to use colored pencils and just try to make them, look like a bunch of rocks laying at the bottom of a riverbed. And I don't know that I'm going to do it, but what they did, of course, they were watercoloring, but they also were using black in between. And I think that maybe looks less natural than the brown that's already on here. And I can't remember if they used black marker or what. It was solid black, and this is little pen's not going to be solid black, um, but I'm just trying to give you an idea, kind of what I saw him doing. Can't even remember um, where I saw it now. And it was just a picture. It wasn't, watching somebody do it. It may have been on Pinterest. I'm not sure. But they had a lot of blue and green rocks in there, which is of course what caught my eye. Anyway, that's kind of a beginning idea. Yeah, like a cobblestone footpath. Um, yeah. Um, I don't think I like the black. If I'm gonna, um, I could, let's just try, just outlining the rocks to make them more obvious and leaving the, um, the brown dirty color there. Like that, and then color it in. I think I like that better. Of course, they were doing it on white paper, so they weren't starting with something like this. But when I had been looking at that and thinking it looked really cool, and then when I saw Barbara doing the bubbles, the two things just went together in my head. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. Um, so it's kind of fun just to do the rocks themselves. See, that could get addictive too. That can get addictive too. So we may do all the outlining and then decide if we want to go back and color in the each rock. It is hard to stop, but I need to stop. So anyway, till Thursday. And Thursday we're going to be on Tanya's channel, so don't forget, show up 1:30 Thursday. And I'm not sure what Tanya's going to be doing, but this is probably what I'm going to be doing cuz now I'm really wanting to do it. Oh, I'll talk to you later. God bless you. I love you all. Bye-bye.